I want to create a fountain for my back patio with the flexibility of being able to move it anywhere whenever I want to change things up. So I'm thinking solar powered fountain and lightweight materials. I want this to be a fun, easy summer project with no tools required, just creativity. I'm Anna. Let me show you my supplies. First, the showpiece, a large decorative outdoor planter. Then, the hidden heroes, 2 smaller black planters that fit inside each other, and neither of them can have any drainage holes because we need to hold in the water. And they're black so they blend into the shadows once everything is together. And my secret weapons, a couple pool noodles. To make the magic happen, you need a solar-powered fountain. And I will also need decorative black stones to finish this off, but I still have to go out and buy those. I actually have 2 solar fountains. The smaller box has the 1-watt fountain. It's both smaller and less powerful, but it still makes a cute fountain. Both fountains come with a variety of easy to swap nozzles for different spray patterns. The 1-watt has a suction on the bottom to keep it from floating away, and the 3.5-watt has bumpers that look like straws that insert on the sides. Step 1 is assembly. Make sure your planters are watertight. And then take your largest planter and place it directly inside your decorative pot. Next, nestle the smaller black pot right inside that one. Now for the little hack. Instead of filling this entire gap with heavy stones, I'm using pool noodles. Wrap them tightly around the smaller planter for a snug fit. I have about a finger length of space left at the top. Now fill the center reservoir or planter with water. Remember, for these solar fountains to work, they need to be in direct sunlight, so make sure you pick a sunny spot on your patio or yard. Time to pop in the fountains and see how they work. First, the 1-watt. It's a very gentle trickle and gets blown around a lot by the wind. Now, the 3.5-watt fountain. I think that's a significant difference. It also gets blown around by the wind, and because of the higher spray, that water is landing all over the concrete. I will have to use the straw bumpers that come with it. Now I need to cover the pool noodle with some stones, and I know what kind of stones I want. I want the polished black round stones. I don't have any, so this requires a little bit of a shopping trip. These noodles do 2 things. They save you money on rock filler, and they keep the whole setup lightweight so it's easier to move. From the kitchen window, something was looking a little funky with my fountain, so I just want to come and check it out. It's like growing or something. Yeah, I think I have a design flaw here. Oh, so when the fountain spits out, it just spits the water into here, so there's more water in here than in the bucket. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I think I have to go back to the drawing board with this one. This is not working out. Oh, poor little fountain. I took it all apart and went back to the drawing board. Here's the new plan. Cut the bottom off from the smaller planter and place it back into the larger one, but upside down. I'll remove the straw bumpers and the fountain will fit inside the newly created hole. Then I'll fill the sides with stone, and this will keep the planter from floating up like before. It will make the whole design heavier, but I think this is more of a solid plan. Ralph cut the bottom off with a reciprocating saw, but we realized the planter can be cut with regular craft scissors. The edge was trimmed smooth and placed back into the planter. When I removed the bumpers, the fountain does fit. Now it was time to return the stones. To keep things centered, I added stones equally around the planter. I did end up using about 4 times the amount of stone than originally. Water was added to fill the planter to the brim. Finally, I could put the fountain back. I fussed around and added some more stones until I was happy with the look. And here's the fountain! I think my trial and error design ended me up with a better looking fountain. I go out every morning to water the patio plants, so I'll top the fountain at the same time. It makes a soothing sound and adds interest to the patio. Thanks so much for watching me blunder my way through this. And if you can relate, hit that like button, and I'll see you soon with another project. Bye! So I'm thinking solar-powered fountain. I want to create a fountain for my solar. I don't know what I'm talking about.